I'm here to do a quick review of the first day's play of the fourth Test match, the Boxing Day Test match between India and Australia, and what an enthralling day's play we've had. 311 runs for the loss of 6 wickets scored by Australia today. In fact, India would be very happy to have taken those 4 wickets in the last session to somewhat come back into the contest, which was otherwise going away with Australia on the back of a dream debut by a sensational debutant called Sam Constance, who hit his way to 60 of 65 balls, took on Jasprit Bumrah, and made a very entertaining and a promising knock of 60, and it promises a lot for his future. Finally, Australia had someone who could counter Jasprit Bumrah at the top of the innings, and then it was followed well by Manas Labuschagne and Steve Smith scoring half centuries. Steve Smith is still not out on 68, and Pat Cummins is with him, giving him company. Australia are 311 for 6. India, well, again, the bowling has let them down, except Jasprit Bumrah. The other bowlers have lacked any sort of imagination or consistency to bowl in the right areas for large periods of time. The interesting thing was today they dropped Shubman Gill and instead picked Washington Sundar as the bowling all-rounder. So India clearly looking like they want to strengthen their batting while giving them more bowling options. However, Washington Sundar and Nitish Reddy have largely looked ineffective. Although, yes, Washington Sundar has got the wicket of Manas Labuschagne, but that was purely out of Labuschagne's own undoing rather than anything from the wicket that Washington could extract. Ravindra Jadeja picked up the first wicket. He trapped Sam Constance in front, and then it was followed by a partnership between Khwaja and Labuschagne before Labuschagne was dismissed by a pretty innocuous looking delivery by Jasprit Bumrah. In fact, if you look at the replay, Jasprit Bumrah himself was very surprised and had a smirk on his face when he picked up Khwaja's wicket. And India, for large periods of time, did not bowl consistent areas. Australian batters, especially in the second and third sessions, did pick up the momentum which was given by Sam Constance and have ended up making 311 for 6. They would have probably been a little disappointed with the flurry of wickets that they lost in the middle when they lost Manas Labuschagne, Travis Head for a duck. I mean, for the kind of form that Head has been, it's actually a dream for India to have gotten out for a duck. But a wonderful delivery by Jasprit Bumrah, pitched around the off stump. Thought Travis had thought we would probably leave it on bounce, but just clipped the bails on its way through to the wicket keeper. And a horrible run of form for Mitchell Marsh, who just can't buy a run right now. He was gone also trying to pull Jasprit Bumrah. But then a good partnership between Alex Carey and Steve Smith before Carey was dismissed by a snorter by Akashdeep Singh. So ultimately, a good performance by the Aussie batters, and India will, I think, Akashdeep and Siraj will have to back Bumrah a lot better than what they have done so far. And going into the second day's play, it looks like Australia are on course for making between 350 and 400, but India would do well to restrict them to less than 350. If anything above 350 Australia score, I think it would be very difficult for the Indian team to sort of come back into the contest. Although we have the batters, but the batters have not been in great form. And remember, yeah, we have dropped one specialist batsman in favor of Washington Sundar. So clearly, India is banking on its batting depth to take them through. But if the Indian batters, the top order batsmen and middle order don't do well, I think no matter how much Nitish Reddy and Washington Sundar score, it would not be useful for the Indian team. So this was a quick review of the first day's play of the Boxing Day Test match. A fantastic day's play in front of a huge crowd, as always you can expect on Boxing Day at Melbourne. Looking forward to an equally enthralling second day's play, and I'll be back with a review of the second day tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye.